just been taken away. Bear with me. The tax bill, when my father dies, is just unaffordable. The returns on the capital that we have invested in farming, they just don't provide the kind of income that can cover that 20%. So I'll have to sell. We're here today. We need the politicians to sit down to look again at how can they achieve their aims without engineering this destruction of family farms. We want them to meet with us, actual farmers, sit down with us and let us show them how to fix British farming and make it great and make it sustainable. Let us show you what the generations of knowledge that should be listened to, understood and supported to help grow both our nation's food and the economy.
Hello everybody, I'm Andrew Ward, I farm in Lincolnshire, and like Ollie as well, I also have a YouTube channel. It's a pity those people behind those gates don't watch it a bit more. Thank you so much for everybody that's coming here today. The view we have from up here is unbelievable, and talk about emotional, I had tears in my eyes when I came up here about half an hour ago. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it, but we will support you. The five of us that put this together, we have all had a job to do. My job was to look after the food bank and try to get food brought into London. We have had that in tons, and I mean tons. And the idea was to highlight and bring food. The idea was to show the capital just how much value farmers have to the nation. The food that has been delivered here today from all of you, City Harvest is the food bank that we've been dealing with. They're one of the biggest food banks in London. They are overwhelmed with it. The produce behind this lorry is absolutely fantastic. We will put some figures out eventually on how much has been donated. But thank you so much for taking the time and the trouble to bring it down on coaches and trains. Absolutely massively appreciated by the people who all distributed. We are clapping you, so thank you very much for that. The whole of today is not just about tax, it's about the whole budget. And we cannot let the government carry on with how they're doing it at the minute. And as Ollie said, this is not the end, it is the start of the beginning. As an industry, farming, I think, has the most public support now than we have ever had. We must not let that go. Also, we are being told by the government to eat less meat. Well, they can jog on with that one. And the sooner they realise that farming is the solution and not the problem, the better. And also, we are used to stress, we are used to strains, we are used to dealing with problems. It's normally the weather and it's normally markets, it's not the government. But if they think we're going to back down now, they can think again. That's it from me. Thank you very much for your support. We really valuably appreciate it. Thank you. Thank
thank you to my four compatriots with James behind the scenes. I'm here to tidy up the remnants. I haven't got a piece of paper. I haven't got a phone. My name's Martin Williams. I come from Herefordshire. I am a third-generation farmer, and I'm very privileged to be able to stand here in front of you, having been a part of this group that have arranged this. I cannot believe how you have turned out. Thank you so, so much. We have got people here across the country. The most fantastic thing about this is the unity that's been shown across the whole of this beautiful island we live on and into Northern Ireland. So, for those of you in Ireland, let's give them a big cheer that have taken the time to come here. Big cheer for Ireland. A big cheer for Scotland, please, because they're here too. And in particular, our friends in Wales, who have got all sorts of issues with governmental problems. Give them a big cheer, please, for Wales, come on. I'm going to teach some of my speech from some greater statesmen than I. Winston Churchill once said that you can't tax your way to prosperity. This government, unfortunately, despite wanting to hit the ground running, I think it tripped at the election, and at the budget it fell and hit its head on the pavement, because they are making grave, grave errors in this economy. We need production. We do not need a cost of living crisis based on tax. That is what we have at the moment. We need prosperity in the countryside, in business, and allow us to do our job. I have in Herefordshire around 1,800 to 2,000 farms. In the government's own misguided figures, 500 of those could go to the wall because of this tax. In 4 years, my county is therefore empty. Is that acceptable? Thank you, because it's a beautiful place, Herefordshire. Beautiful. We want to continue farming. We do not want interference from government. We need to be able to work in an environment that allows us to grow. To tax your ambition is a tax to death, and that is really sad. Greta Thunberg, a fantastic little girl, she also, no, leave it, hear me out, we're going to use it because she's great. Greta Thunberg said, shame on you, you're taking away my future, you're taking away our future. And that's what the government is doing to us. So in the words of Greta Thunberg, to deliver on environmental, we are able to deliver on nature. That is what the public wants. We are in the position to do it. They are taking that opportunity away through budget cuts and through ambition. We need to stand together. We are a fantastic industry. Look at this smile. It is just fantastic to see so many people here. So can we have 3 cheers, please, for British agriculture and business? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you very much. So, we have today got a host for the day, because we watched Newsnight the other night. I don't know if you did. And I rang Ollie and I said, gosh, that girl's really good. She's standing up for us. And her name happens to be Emily Sheffield. She was the editor of the London Standard. And we got in touch with her last week after Newsnight. And we met last week, and she is willing to host for us today. Because you can see we are not public speakers. All right. So I'd like to welcome Emily to the stage. Emily.
No, we need a bigger one than that. Emily!
Hello everybody! I could not have been more chuffed when these incredible men asked me to come and help out on stage today. And I think let's give all of them a loud cheer, because I know how incredibly hard they have worked to gather today. to have your voices heard? Well, right over there is number 11. And in that building is where they came up with a plan to kill off family farms. Rachel Reeves and her advisors are probably in there right now. So in a moment, we are going to count you in. And we are going to make them aware that you are here. Now there's lots of children in the audience right now. And you know when your parents tell you to not make too much noise? Well, in a minute, you can make as much noise as you want. We are all going to let the Chancellor know that farmers will not be silenced. This cheer you are going to give is for your hard work, your long days and even longer nights. This cheer is for your children's legacy. This is a shout out for your parents and their parents before them, who worked so hard to give you a future. And this is for Oliver Harrison's dear friend who didn't make it, and for his family are grieving. We are going to cheer so loud. And we've also got Kate Rock, who's the former chairman of the Tenant Farmers Commission and author of the Rock Report.
My God, there's a lot of you. My name's Claire Wise. I'm a beef, sheep and arable farmer from the north of England, and I am average. And I'm here to show those guys over there and the general public what the real average face of British farming looks like. It's not a £1 million pony paddock. It's 300 acres of average wetland. It's an average damp farmhouse. It's a heck of a big mortgage. And an overdraft that after the 3 worst harvests on record keeps me awake at night. My land might be worth £4 million on paper, but I will never, and I hope I never, see that cash. In fact, last year I struggled to buy school shoes for our children after harvest. Because farmers are asset rich, but we are cash poor. And yet with one tax, based on half the truth, this government seeks to destroy mine and your farms forever. But I will not be there. You can listen to my statistics, which you'll share as well. For 5 generations, for 139 years, for 50,375 days, through 2 world wars, through family tragedy, through a COVID epidemic, my family turned up to produce food every single day. Yet this government don't value that. And as my children are young, I have no option to hand my farm over to avoid this tax. Plus, as this budget makes no allowance for sudden death, if I drop down, as miners, they'd have to find hundreds of thousands of pounds on my death. I'm also a sole owner. So these thresholds and reliefs that Rachel Reeves likes to bandy about in the press don't apply to me. No, instead my farm would be taxed without mercy when I die. We've come so low, no bank would lend me the money to get my children out of this hole. And even if they did, it would cripple our business and it wouldn't allow reinvestment or progress for over a decade. You name me one other industry or business that gets told not to reinvest for a decade